Hey guys and girls, is it Monday? My God, it's Monday, 27th of April. I think we've got 200,000 deaths. Coronavirus is on its, maybe it's halfway around the world now. Well, it's already all around the world, but at least the sort of tidal wave. And we get now a little opportunity to take an hour or two out and focus on some games development. So let's fade out our tunes. Oh, thank you very much, Young Carts. What a guy. Have me on the background there. So, let's see where we are. Let's switch to the screen here. Now, so much to do, but so much we have done. So at the moment, we are focused on system for full screen cutscenes. So we are trying to really focus on driving the narrative at the moment. We're doing all the stuff that, you know what, I don't want to do. I want to focus on like the gaming aspects, the stats and the killing and the I don't know, the stuff that is going to be the nitty gritty inside. But what I really am focused on making sure is that we have got Steph driving the narrative and having the ability to create the story that I can stick all the little other bits around. I don't want to spoil her story, obviously, but there's going to have to be good reason for attacking people. Oh, well, at least negotiating with people. At least we don't even know what we're going to do in that respect yet, so we'll come to that. So let's have a look. Cutscenes. I think it's right at the bottom here. Work in progress Thursday. Of course, I missed Friday due to not feeling too good. So we'll get rid of that now. So, queuing up narration, that's what we're going to try and do today. So I did some really bad recordings. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember what day it was. It's all merging into one. So should we have a quick listen? Actually, you know what? Let's not. Let's just start getting them queued up. So we have got a lovely file from Steph, otherwise known as the tutorial. All right, so far we've got this fade in, chapter 1, a goodbye, and we've got footsteps on metal, a woman's voice. Well, so a woman's voice is me at the moment, putting on a woman's voice. Maybe Steph has already got some audio for this, I'm not sure. I think at the moment it's just auditions, which she's done a load of, so looking forward to catching up with her on that. So let's fire up Godot and have a quick look at what it looks like. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I have been playing with Stream Deck. I am a long way off using something like that, I tell you. It's finding the time to work on that sort of thing. So, okay, here we go. Oh man, it's looking so good. Right, okay, so I'm going to fire up our cutscene here. And we've attached the cutscene to this character here. So when we talk to the character, it engages the cutscene. That's the footsteps. So, what do we do? Well, the footsteps are immediately preceded by the voice. So, cutscene. No, it's game script, right? Yeah, so here we go. Character script. So we're creating a cutscene script here. In our character script, we probably shouldn't do that, but a cutscene could be started by anything, right? So what we should really do is, because the cutscenes are going to be the biggest things, we'll set a little block down here, switch to a coding mode so you can see what on earth I'm typing. Oh my god, look at the screen. What is going on? Let me just check my filters here. I don't know what it is. Maybe the lighting's changed or something. This happened the other day. Just slowly over the space of the stream, everything just went a bit crazy, and my green screen's kind of disappeared. There we go. I might start getting eaten away by OBS, but at least you can see the screen without anything else on it. It's weird. I've got this big line down the middle. Anyway, right. So we shall call this cut scene scripts. Okay. Now let's call this let's call this script func cutscene underscore tutorial. Right. And then we can just paste all this code, and we can get rid of this interact AI, get rid of the AI talk. Although the AI talk can still be in the other one. Right, so now up there in our character script, get rid of all this, and we can just have cutscene underscore tutorial, right? Making it nice and tidy. So when we're finished with this, we can move it wherever we want, attach it to whatever button we want, and it will just, we can trigger the cutscene anywhere. Just test to make sure that's still working. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay. So next step. So at the moment, we start the cutscene. That brings our bars in, fades out the background. Then we do a fade into white. So we fade the screen in between the bars into white. We fade in our title. Chapter 1, goodbye. And we play the effects. Now, we haven't got a yield yet. We need a way of waiting for our sound effects to finish. So we are going to set up a yield. So it'll go something like this. Yield, I'm going to wait for the cutscene. And I'm going to wait for the cutscene to say finished playing FX. Pallying. Yeah? Right, so that's going to be our yield. Now if we go back to our cutscene object we started creating. There it is. Start at the top, you can see all the signals we created. So I'm going to create a new signal for finished playing effects. Now we just need to hook it up. So what plays the effects? Let's have a just remind ourselves where that triggers. Play effects, audio controller play effects. So we're talking to the audio controller here. So I'm going to switch to the audio controller. That's interesting. Do we really want the audio controller? Oh, okay. You know what? We do. So we don't want to put the signal here, because these are all for. I'm starting to wonder whether we should have our see sound effects here, but we've actually got a cutscene object, right? So let's have a look. Cutscene. Cutscene has no sound players. Okay, in that case, I'm happy. I'm just wondering whether we should have put these signals. Oh no, okay, right. These are all graphical transitions. None of them are sound-based transitions, so it makes sense. Okay, so back in our game script, we're saying we're waiting for the cutscene to finish playing the sound effect, but no, we're going to wait for the audio controller to finish playing, right? And we're going to add this as an event in our audio controller. That way, it's not just our cutscenes that can see whether they've finished playing an effects, it's everything. So, signal, finish playing effects. All right, so we're going to create a new connect here. So we go to our audio controller, sound effects player, got the node up here. Oop, let's go back to live scene so you can see when. So we go to sound effects node up here, sound effects. We go to node here, and we're looking for finished. It's finished playing. So I'm going to double click on that. Where do you want to add this script? I'm going to add it in here. connect. On sound effects finished. All right. We want to emit signal. Yep, we just want to emit, finish playing effects. Have I got that wrong? Probably. Let's see what we do on cutscene. Oh, emit underscore signal. Cool. Emit a signal when sound effects finish. And boom. Cool. So that's the next question is, will our script actually work? I'm going to close all these, we're not using them. And I'm going to close everything but the one we're using. So we're using game script. Close the lot, close all the tabs. We'll open up the audio controller. Nope, not that one, the script. It is. All right, so just so we can see whether it worked or not, we'll do a print signal. I can't spell or type tonight. Signal emitted. All right, here we go. So hit play, and we're just looking to see when the clack of those heels finished. We should get a little printout here. Yeah, nice. All right, so I'm starting to get the hang of signals now. I did say I didn't have a clue. Now I'm thinking, I'm realizing just how awesome they are. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that means that we now know in our script when our effect is finished, so we can pause for it. Remember, we don't have to pause for anything. We can just run multiple events at once. We can just queue them all up because they're all playing on different channels and different audio buses. So what do we want to play next? We want to play the first line of our tutorial, which is just in here. Audio, narration, cutscene 1, Myra 1. Now, I don't want to spoil it for everyone because such a feminine voice that I put on. I think I pitched it up a bit. But we're going to need some kind of way of playing this, right? Cutscene dot play. Oh, sorry, narration. And then we've got something like sound, text, and I can't remember the last. I think we had another effect. But anyway, we started doing this, I think. So I'm going to just start popping these in. Going to get the name of the file. Going to put it in here. We've got the text that's going to appear. Let's have a look at cutscene. See what we did. Right, we've got hide all elements, start a cutscene, end a cutscene, play effects, play narration. Here it is. Right, so we had sound. Oh, the name of the character and the text. Yeah, I'm going to swap those around so we'll have text and the name. So back in our game script, this is going to say Myra. Right? Who's talking? Yeah. Okay. Super. The other thing we're going to want at some point is to work out how to put stroke, like an outline around the text. Because still not sure how to do that. Right, so back to our coding view. And let's focus on this coding. So we're going to create this function here. What does it want to do? Play narration. It's going to display text on screen. Right, so it's going to actually, you know what, we really got to do this in detail. Pseudo text. We've got to clear out any existing subtitles. Update the subtitle. Fade in the subtitle. At the same time as play the audio, sound, and then we've got to return the length of the audio. Why do we do that? Because we then want to yield. So we're going to use a timer, and we're going to wait for this audio to finish before we do anything else. The only issue with that is it means we can't continue the script Actually, we can. Yeah, no, I was just thinking if you what other things you could have on the screen going on at the same time whilst you're waiting for the audio to finish. But actually, you could always have you could do a load of other stuff and then yield for the audio to finish, and all that animation would happen while the person's talking. I suppose it depends on your script, how long that person's going to talk for. So, right, so audio length. So, I think I might have mentioned the other day that in my other project, let's open it up, we did just this, an 8-bit agency. We created a system, a clever system for audio. Let's have a look. Where is it? Player, scene controller. Start sequence. No. Is it player? Player controls. Move player. Play audio. Yeah, here we go. Player speech returns lit length. So, all right, we're going to just take all that. Got it. Thank you very much. That's interesting. I've broken it into two functions here. I've got a say function and a play function. And then a speak function. Interesting. What's speak? Talk time equals 1. Talk time is play audio file name. And say text and talk time. They all work together. I can probably just reuse this completely. We'll go through it.